Welcome back, Missy, living through our messes, building beautiful businesses through our messes, building a beautiful life through our messes, really from messes to successes. Let's go. Like, subscribe, follow. I want to ask you the biggest favor of all, if you would subscribe to this channel, please, because I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers to be able to go live with you guys, because we are going to be building beautiful lives through our messes. Everyone's got messes, whether you're trying to pretend you don't, hide from them, scrolling on Instagram and think that everybody has a perfect life. They don't, but we're here to really uncover that and thrive. From triumph to trauma. Let's go. All right. This is From Your Mess to Success Planner, and it's in pieces right now because I've printed it and I like to have the paper all separate. You could print it and bind it. I've done that as well. It comes out beautifully. Bind it with a nice cover sheet and a back page, and it gives it stability. And then you can truly see, after 90 days, you can see all of your successes come to life. All right, today we're going to talk about your reticular activating system, RAS for short. Why am I such a big proponent of pen to paper, right? So I have tried so many different planners, so many different journals, so many different techniques, to goal setting, to daily planning, all of it. And the one thing that works for me, that I can really get success from and watch the success grow, is pen to paper. Why? Because your reticular activating system strengthens your brain, your memory, and your creative writing, and all of that functioning to give you more success. 42% higher success rate when you write your goals down. 42% higher success rate. I mean, heck, if we're going to go through the process of writing goals down, creating goals, don't we want to have more of a chance of reaching those goals? Yes, I do. Okay. So also, even higher of a success rate is when you share and you track your goals. You will improve your outcome. So why are we doing this? Just that, accountability, get you through your mess to your success much faster with a higher success rate. If you're going to go through the process of creating your goals and writing them down, now is the perfect time to get started. Okay, it's the beginning of a month. 3 goals, that's it for the month. Get your daily planner. Email me directly, melissa@messymissy.com. It's MESSIEMISSY.com. melissa@messymissy.com. I will email you your free Mess to Success planner, and then we'll use it. That's the part of this, is you can have the planner all you want, print it off in paper, but the using it daily part, the creating your goals. Who wants to be on their own island in the middle of their mess, swimming in trauma and grief and sadness and sorrow, and thinking about what your life could have been or what your life should be right now, and you're swallowed up in all of this mess, whether it's divorce, whether it's you want a career change, you want to leave corporate, you want to grow your own business, you want to get out of a loveless marriage, or you're out of it now and you're like, okay, now I've got, the world is my oyster, what am I going to do? All of that I have been through and more. And I built this planner because I'm so passionate about it, because it works. I have written things down in the past 90 days, and I can look back at them and I'm like, check, I did that. Check, I did that. Check, I attracted that, and that came to me, and I conquered that. So let's go. What I want to do today is, let's get started with a quote first and foremost, because from your mess to success, grab your pen, grab your paper. You can do this even if you don't have the planner yet. Let's start with this quote, and it's one of the daily sheets. Quote. Every daily sheet has a quote. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Think about this. You're going to a theme park, whatever that theme park might be. You're a little kid in the candy shop. You're going to use your imagination to create your future life. And that quote was actually, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions by Albert Einstein. Let's do this. So one of my favorite pages is called the brain dump page. I flipped it. I got a head start on you guys this morning because I want to show you. I love to mind map. Love it. Again, it's using your imagination. It's using your reticular activating system and a pen to paper. It's that easy. But is it really that easy? Because when you're in a mess, everything feels harder. Everything feels harder than it needs to be. Let's dumb this down, baby. Let's just make this fun. So I mentioned I'm reading a book. It's called The Choice. And the quote in it is going from trauma to triumph. So I was inspired to write that on my page, my top of my page. And then I wrote God, because I've really been on a journey to surrender, to let God and go from there. So God's at the top of my mind map. And then I've divided it into two kind of columns, if you will, but they're in bubbles. One is professional and one is personal. Again, professional, personal, and they're connected by a heart, which for me is love. You've got to love yourself, and you've got to love whatever it is that you're going to do professionally speaking. Obviously, this is very important in life. If you're a woman who has gone through trials, tribulation, trauma, divorce, job loss, this is important. Let's not downplay that. Money. But you have to tie in a passion to make the money, to attract the money. So right here I wrote passion, and then next to it I wrote skill set. Because I bet a lot of you out there are going to say, how do I make the money? What am I good at? Questioning whether you're good at anything at all in life. You are. And you're going to mind map it out here. You're not going to come up with just one thing. Do you need to ultimately get to one thing? Yes. For today's exercise in the Mess to Success Messy Planner, you're simply going to mind map it all. You're going to just dump it all on paper. And then your personal. So separate side, but they're connected and they're going to bubble together, but personally. And what is personally important to you right now? And maybe it's simply not simply, but most important people are your children, because you've been through a divorce and love life is the last thing you want to deal with. Love life. Why can't love life include your children? It should. So I'm going to write love life and I'm going to attach it to my children. Okay, because my why in going through the hardest times of my life, my why has consistently been my children. And that's enough. It is. And then what I would like to do is bubble my why with also my money making, right? Why do I need to make money? Well, I want to live a fruitful life. I want to build a legacy. I want to have something to leave for my children, but I want to enjoy the memory making with my children. Now, we need this. So this ties into everything, and you can connect them with lines. So this is today's exercise. It is so much fun to do this and to do it together. And there's going to be things that you're going to mind map that are going to be completely personal that you don't want to share with anybody. You still have to write it on paper. Subscribe. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers with the Missy community, I can go live with you every day. And that excites me so much because I want to finish your mind mapping with you. So if you're interested, email me for the Mess to Success Planner. Today's quote: if you feel like you're way out of touch with your imagination, close your eyes and think of things that make you feel like a kid again. Think of things that is so simplistic, right? For me, it's rainbows sparkles, glitter, all in the color purple. It's like going into a new candy shop and exploring. My children love the new, I can't remember what kind of candy it is, but there's all sorts of new candy shops out there. And it's really tapping into your daydream ability and your imagination. So I leave you with again, your daily planner is however you want to use it, writing down, pen to paper. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Albert Einstein. Until tomorrow. Today was day 11 of 30 of starting over. And I invite you to continue this journey with me. I set another goal on paper that my life really started over 11 days ago. I got on a plane. I have a temporary home right now, apartment home. I'm starting over, and I invite you to come on this journey with me. Like, subscribe, follow. I do share more on my Instagram, like just more a little bit snippets of the day to day. But I would love to get to know you, get to know how we can move your trauma to triumph. And let me show you that book one more time. I got it from the library. It's called The Choice. Very good. I'm less than halfway through it. And one of the things you don't realize that you loved to have was a library card when you had a residence. So when you lose your residence, you don't have a library card, but I'm borrowing a library card from my mom right now. And it all works out. It does. It's hard. Some days are harder than others. So tap into your imagination. Join me, Missy. And let's keep growing this community, because we're not hiding behind our messes. We're going to thrive through our messes. We're going to build a beautiful life through our mess. And heck, if you want to build a business, I've built 4 different businesses through all different messes, through divorce, through COVID, through job loss. Those are great times to start businesses, and I love growing businesses, but right now I'm really trying to be much more intentional on growing my own personal life with my kids on this crazy journey, because you just never know. So I'll see you tomorrow, but today was day 11. I'm somewhat proud of myself. I think I wish I were a little bit further along than I am right now, but heck, after a year and a half of kind of sleeping in a variety of different places, I'm happy to have a temporary house for the moment. So, mess to success. There's no mess too big to turn around into a success, and we're going to build through those messes. I'll see you. Thank you for joining me, Missy. I just love building this community together, and you're not alone. Trust me, there's no mess too big to clean up and start over and start something fruitful. Today's a great day. Get that planner. Message me. Follow me. Like me. Subscribe. See you soon.